My phone buzzed. A text from Eric read, "Come on, please. My treat. Royal House is like the best restaurant in the city. 4 stars, or, 5 stars. I mean, how many stars can a restaurant get? It has the max number of stars." I smiled, sadly. Then I sighed and typed, "I'd love to, but I can't." "Ma'am?" A moment later, Eric shot me an annoyed emoji, followed by, "We can ask for plastic cutlery when we're there." No, that's fucking embarrassing. "They'll have like 1,000 reflective surfaces there, Eric. Plates, wine glasses, food trays. Thank you for understanding. We can go anywhere else, though." "Ma'am." I looked up. The handyman was standing in the hallway, waving me down. I followed him to my bathroom, but stopped at the threshold of the door when I saw the light was on inside. You want to join me in here?" "No, thank you." He furrowed his brow but didn't press me. Okay, well, here's the deal. Mirrors built into the wall. It ain't as simple as taking down a painting, Oh. And what'd you say was wrong with it exactly? Ain't like mirrors can stop working right unless they're broken. No, it's not. I mean, it works fine. I'm just trying to do some remodeling. He stared at me, eyebrow cocked, and blinked once. "Remodeling." "Mm-hmm. And that requires you to take down your bathroom mirror?" "Mm-hmm. Yep." Again, he sensed I didn't want to discuss it further and moved on. "Well, we can schedule an appointment and I can take it down for you, but ain't gonna be cheap, and I'd need written permission from the owner of the building." I gulped. Oh, shit. "But permission? No. I mean, he wouldn't. I mean, he might, but I pay rent here, and he said I could rearrange. This ain't rearranging, ma'am, or remodeling. This is restructuring. We'd have to do permanent work to the wall behind the glass. Once you take down something that size, you can't just put it right back up." I stared at the thing in defeat. "I'm sorry," he said. "I really am, but I don't see how we can get this done without going through the proper channels, I nodded. "Aight," he said. "Well, you got my number if the landlord says we can get started, okay?" I nodded again, holding back tears. He pushed his way past me. At the apartment door, he stopped, bag in hand, and looked over at the TV with the throw rug tossed over top. "Can I just ask what it is about mirrors that scares you so much? I mean, I don't mean to—" "Thanks for coming by," I said, shutting the door and cutting him off. I heard him mumble psycho under his breath and head off. I slumped against the door and fell back down, grabbing my hair in fistfuls. They always ask why. They always have to know. I never should have rented this fucking place. On the counter where I'd left it, my phone buzzed again. I got up and checked. 3 messages from Eric. "Oh, fine. Maybe we can do something outside? Then, would that work? Then, you there?" As I read through them, a 4th popped up. "Talk to me, Anna. I'm worried about you." I typed in, "Sorry, I was talking to the maintenance guy. I'm okay." "No, I'm not." To change the subject, I quickly followed up with, "A movie in the park is tonight. You want to do that?" He gave the message a thumbs up, and I gave the same to him in response. "Meet there at 7? Then I plopped on the couch with cereal, opened up my laptop, and typed in DIY remove bathroom mirror. There was a YouTube video matching that, so I clicked on it and leaned back with my breakfast. Then the screen went dark, and I saw the briefest possible reflection of myself. Fuck! I panicked, spilling my bowl onto my PJs as I slammed the screen down. Milk missed my laptop by like an inch and covered the couch cushions. I didn't even bother cleaning it up. Not yet. I breathed heavily, eyes closed. Hello. Miss me? No. Nope. No. You're fine. You didn't hear that. And you barely saw anything. I got my bearings, slowed my breathing, and searched for the cause of the dead computer. I found it quickly enough. The charger wasn't plugged in. I fixed that and forced myself to think of something, anything else while I cleaned up the milk and cereal. You didn't see it. Baseball cards. You kind of did, though, didn't you? Baseball diamonds. Baseball bats. Oh, you definitely did. World Series. Who won last year? Yankees? Probably. Don't they always win? You saw your face, and it's fucking ugly. Yankees. Babe Ruth bars, candy bars. You bitch. Snickers. Milky Way? The Milky Way. Galaxies. Andromeda. You ugly fucking bitch. I never watched that show. Or Battlestar Galactica? You know you saw me. You know you saw that zit. I wonder if there are any good sci-fi shows. Probably, don't have the best budget. Star Trek, was a really big deal. Eric saw that zit and didn't say anything. He doesn't actually love you. Star Trek, Star Wars, Yoda. Speaking backwards? I always thought that was funny. Eric hates you. He mocks you. He fucks other women. Luke Skywalker, skies, big, beautiful skies. Probably Beth or Melissa. He always thought they were cuter than you. Because they are. He doesn't love you. Beautiful skies, ugly you. He's just using you to get to them. Before I even knew what was happening, I had my laptop back open. I couldn't resist. I looked at my reflection again. There was a zit. Huge, ugly, pulsating. Then the device booted back up, and the image was gone. I felt my face, but I couldn't feel anything there. No blemish, no zit. Oh, it's there, said the voice in my head. Your mind is lying to you, Anna. But I'm not. It's there. I stood at the threshold of the bathroom for a long time before I walked inside, and I stood in front of the mirror even longer before turning the lights on. But I could only look at my reflection for a split second once the room was lit. I gasped and buried my face in my hands. Look at me. No, I don't look like that. I can't. You do. I peeked back out from between my fingers. There it was. Left cheek. How had I not seen it before? How long had I been walking around like that? I felt my face. Something that big, that infected looking. It'd have to hurt, right? But I felt nothing. My face was smooth. Don't trust your mind. Trust me. I walked up to the mirror and leaned in. The thing was red. Bright red, like an insect bite, but worse. It was festering, moving. It was utterly disgusting. I ran to the kitchen and grabbed some lemon juice, applied it to a cotton swab, and held that to my face for some time while I tried and failed to distract myself with some trashy TV. But when I got back to the bathroom, I was horrified at the results. The zit looked bigger. Somehow. What? How? I squeezed the skin of my cheek. In the mirror, the blemish oozed with pus and slime. Oh, you diseased bitch. Look at you. You think Eric wants to see you like this? I stopped, looked up a bit. Oh, and what's that? A unibrow? Ugh, have you no pride in your appearance? I felt the space between my eyebrows. It felt smooth. But the image, it didn't lie. Maybe it had been a while since I'd plucked. See, I show you who you truly are. I blinked away tears and scrambled through my drawers, tossing floss and tampons and cotton swabs and bandages to the floor, but I couldn't find any tweezers. Oh, disorganized bitch. I screamed and ran back to my room, the place with no mirrors and the curtains always drawn closed, and fumbled around the drawers there. I did the same, tossed pens, notebooks, pills, my old diaries buried at the bottom in dust. Got 'em. I grabbed the tweezers and ran back into the bathroom. But I stopped, cold, again, before I even started plucking. Yes, your nose has always been that crooked. Bent. Hooked. like a witch. I got in close, moved the tip up and down and around. Want to know why you never noticed? Because you're as stupid as you are ugly. And without me, you'd have never known. I felt something wet fall down my face and wiped it. Tears. I hadn't noticed them either. Pathetic. The TV was on, but I was too distracted by my phone to pay any attention. Rhinoplasty options, prices, local doctors, free consulting. Did I really want to get a nose job from a place that offers free consulting? Could I afford not to? On the TV, the swimsuit models pranced around behind some before and after shots of a woman who'd lost 73 pounds on a new diet supplement. Another man had lost 41 pounds and looked great. God, they're beautiful. Look at them. Chiseled, happy, perfect. I looked down. I didn't look fat, but come back to me. I'll show you who you are. I turned sideways in the bathroom, checked out my profile. It was a wonder my shirt didn't burst open, with how hard it was straining against my own belly. When did I get so fat? You cow, you fat fucking cow. I looked down. My shirt was baggy. My stomach was flat when I ran my hand down it. No. Don't go there. Don't you dare. This is how you got fat in the first place. You trick yourself into thinking you're not, and then you go for another drink, a second slice, another piece of candy from the bowl. Look at you. I did. The image was clear. I'd gained at least 40 or 50 pounds, maybe more. I teared up. You knew you shouldn't have had that ice cream last week. But you did it anyway, you fat bitch. I shut the lights off, stared at my obese silhouette in the dark, and sobbed silently. In the kitchen, I cut a single piece of celery into 4 parts and ate one. When I finished puking it up, I tossed the rest and glanced at the fridge. Empty it. I did. I grabbed trash bags from beneath the sink, opened the fridge, got on my knees, scoured around the shelves. I picked up a block of cheese and turned it over in my hand. Trash it. Shredded cheddar, that old Swiss, all of it. It's probably moldy anyway. I tossed it all into a bag, leaned back into the fridge. Milk? What do you need milk for? Coffee, cereal, things that make you fat. Into the bag it went. Apples? Oh, fruit's fattening, they say. Stick with veggies. Maybe not even that. I tossed my apples, the half-empty bag of grapes, the avocados. After a moment's hesitation, I tossed the carrots too. Trash. Like you. Creamer? Ditch it. Orange juice? Pathetic. Out. Leftover takeout? Wow, amazed you didn't eat it all at once. Gone. I tossed every fattening, disgusting thing in that fridge until it was empty. Cabinets. I threw them open, trash bag in hand. Spaghetti? Oh, wow. Do you enjoy buying new and bigger pants every month? Trash it. Eating makes you fat. Soup too. Out. I scrolled through old photos in bed. They're all perfect. Beth, Melissa, Addie, Becca. But not you. Look how ugly you look. Hooked nose, unibrow, yellow crooked teeth. That big fat gut. That's why you're off to the side. They didn't want you there at all, but they're too nice to say anything. I commented below one of the Facebook photos. Delete this, please? A moment later, Beth wrote back, What? Why? Are you okay? No, I'm not. Huh. She would have known that if she cared at all. I didn't respond to her comment or the message I got from her a moment later. Hey, you okay? We miss you. Liar. Why would anyone miss you? I know. I alone tell the truth. I know. I typed out and deleted 3 or 4 different responses before finally giving up. A moment later, my phone buzzed. I wiped my tears and checked it. Eric, of course. Wow, that sucks. I mean, I was really looking forward to seeing you tonight. Are you sure? I didn't even respond. I just rolled over and wept until I fell asleep. If they can't tell you the truth, are they really your friends? Be alone with me, here in the deep. The knife dug deeper. The wound bled freely, just like the other cuts and scrapes that covered my face and arms. You deserve the pain. Dig harder. I did, but in the mirror, the zit, now one of dozens, went nowhere. I ran my hand over my face. I still couldn't feel the pimple there, but I can feel those cuts, and see them too. Hideous. A patchwork of self-inflicted scars that wouldn't go away quickly. Worthless whore. You've made it worse. Have you ever done anything else? Foundation, concealer, lots and lots of that. Lipstick, mascara, eyeshadow, primer, powder. I'd bought most of it all last week. It was almost all gone now, caked in overlapping layers on my face. I checked the mirror. It barely worked. That's it? Still visible. Fuck. Unibrow, too ugly to cover up, no matter how hard I tried or how frequently I plucked. And, I mean, I can't fix that nose with makeup, or my teeth, or my frizzled fucking hair, or how one eye is lower than the other, or how my cheeks are somehow too gaunt and too fat at the same time. I smeared the shit all over anyway, obsessively. It mixed together, formed layers, crusted over. More. It's never enough. Just like you. I tossed another empty pen on top of ripped out photos of myself that laid all over the bedroom floor. I uncapped another ballpoint and scribbled over a yearbook photo already smeared with the word ugly and an arrow pointing to my face. You've always been hideous. Unworthy. I tossed the photo. Not enough. Stomp on it. I did. Rip it. It represents you. It is you. Tear it. I did that too. Over and over until the biggest piece of it was hardly a centimeter wide. Screaming, teeth grit, crying with rage and vicious hatred, I kicked the pile of torn photos but smacked my toe against something solid and screamed. When I plopped back down on the bed, I picked it up. It was my old diary. I opened it, flipped through. Drawings, scribbled notes, written by me as a child and then as a teen. Shut that. Focus. In one drawing, a demonic beast stared back at normal little me from the other side of the mirror. Wait. Listen to me. Not that, you fat whore. I kept reading. Don't listen to the mirror monster, read one entry. No! It's not you, 14-year-old me had written on another page. It's something else. Something evil. Can I be evil if I speak the truth? It lies. No, the mirror doesn't lie. I don't lie. Your friends do. You do. To yourself. You're reading lies right now. The imposter distorts your reflection. It isn't you. Does it? Do I? Come to me again, Anna. See what you are through my eyes. Or are you afraid? Shut up. What did you say to me? Shut up. I beat you once. You didn't beat me. I flipped to another page in the diary. No mirrors, no monsters, I'd written over and over. No mirrors, no monster. No mirrors, no monster. I'd broken or covered every mirror. avoided them ever since. See? You ran from the truth. You ran from me, coward. You can't confront it, because I'm right about you. You know I am. Stop it. You are mine. Mine. Stop it! I screamed aloud. In my head, something cackled. No mirrors, no monster, no mirrors, no monster, no mirrors, no monster. With resolve, I went into the living room and hurled my laptop into the TV. Both shattered. The TV fell over and slipped behind its stand with a crunch. Missed me. I grabbed a screwdriver from the drawer and undid the brass doorknob. In it, my demonic reflection, the imposter, mocked me, sticking out its tongue, pulling at its face. It wasn't my reflection at all. I wasn't doing those things. I saw it mouth the word harlot and heard the same in my head. When they were loose enough, the knobs clattered to the floor and the door creaked open. I stood up, grabbed a book, went to the bathroom, and hit the lights. In the mirror, the imposter mocked me, did things I wasn't doing. It pretended to smear makeup on its face, like I had done. I felt a powerful urge to do the same, but I resisted. And then it pretended to gouge zits, to purge food. Suddenly, I wanted more than anything to do both. But I didn't. I lifted the book. It stopped trying to puppet me and instead stared me down, the embodiment of all of my insecurities. Its eyes were wild and wicked and full of hate. What are you? Do it, it mouthed. As usual, I heard it in my head. All at once, I realized it sounded nothing at all like me, like my own thoughts. Show your mettle. I screamed and hurled the book into the glass. Slam! It chipped. I picked the book up and did it again. Crack! The chip spidered. The imposter grinned. In the broken glass, it looked even more distorted, more evil. Suddenly, it threw itself forward and pounded its fist on the other side of the glass, mocking my attempts to break it. I stumbled back, startled, and then it barked at me like a dog, over and over. I was paralyzed with fear. I shut my eyes. No mirrors, no monsters, no mirrors, no monsters, no mirrors, no monster. I hurled the book again and again. Smash, crack, slam. Mirror splintered, cracked, and then shattered into a million shards. The reflection was gone. Am I? It cackled again. I collapsed, weeping. All my resolve, my determination, and you are mine. Didn't mine have it. Stop it, please. No, I broke you. I broke you. I cried. I had no answer. I was so weak, so tired. Outside, the door creaked open. Hello? It was Eric. I perked up and opened my mouth to speak, to call out, but I couldn't. I looked down at a broken shard of glass. The imposter had covered its mouth. I couldn't scream. I heard Eric stop short. He must have seen the TV smashed and the bags of food still by the fridge. Oh my God, he said. Anna? Anna! He began running around the place looking for me. Anna! Look at me, said the imposter. You want him to see you like this? I picked up the shard of glass. The imposter stared back, a vicious, mutated mockery of my image. It raised its wrist and pretended to slash it. Suddenly, I felt cold and dead inside, utterly without hope. Do it mouthed. Pay for your worthlessness in blood. It mimed another slash, right across the wrist. I wanted to obey. Anna! I heard Eric barge into my room. Where are you? I didn't even notice it, but I'd already extended my other wrist. How did you... Remember to whom it is you belong. Obey! Obey! I raised the shard to my wrist, pressed the tip of the glass into my skin until it drew blood. I deserve this. Do it. End it. In me. Silence it all. I shut my eyes. It was all I wanted. Anna? I opened them, looked up. Eric was standing in the bathroom door. And suddenly, I wanted to end it all, just a little bit less. "Oh my God," he said. "Your mom told me to check in on you. Oh my God. Oh my God." He didn't even ask about the mess or the shards at my wrist or my cuts and scrapes and bruises. He just got down and hugged me and kissed my forehead. I dropped the glass. "No! Focus!" "I thought you were dead," said Eric. He sounded genuinely relieved. For some reason, that surprised me. He leaned back, looked at the mess, looked at me. "Hey, let's get you cleaned up, okay? Come on." I didn't want to move. I just hugged him and cried. "Hey," he said. "It's okay. You're okay. Come here." He started crying too. "Just a bit." "Stop this." "No." "Obey me." "I choose not to." "You unworthy bitch, slut. His love is false." "No, you are." "Don't you defy me. You hear me? Whore, harlot, worthless." "Enough. Enough." Eric squeezed me tighter. I did the same back. I heard a whisper in my head, and then silence. My phone buzzed. It was Eric. I picked it up. "Hey, you ready?" Yeah, sorry. Just doing makeup. I'll be right out." "Okay, I'm outside. Gotta get Becca in like 15. "I know, I'm coming. Love you." "Love you too." I hung up and resumed applying my makeup, normal amounts of it, in the fixed bathroom mirror on the wall. "Look at me." "I'm busy. I have to do my makeup." "Look at me. I'm you." "Nah, you're not." In the mirror, the imposter spat at me, stuck out its tongue, pulled at its face, mimed suicide. Utterly desperate and just as powerless. Because that's how I wanted it. I capped the lipstick. "Damn, I look good," I said out loud. Then I hit the lights and left the bathroom, past the new TV and the fridge stocked with leftovers. And I ran outside into the sun. Hey guys, Autumn Ivy here. I just wanted to take a moment to tell you guys that this particular story kind of hit me personally. I am sure that there's a lot of you that can probably relate to this story in more ways than I would really hope. And I think that's kind of the worst part, is the fact that this was written, what sounded like maybe very personally by this author. And it cuts deep. And I guess I just wanted to take a moment to tell you that if you can relate to this, or even if you can't and you have your own way of relating to what's going on in this story, that you aren't alone in dealing with it. And as bad as it can get sometimes, you do have people by your side who do understand in their own way, and they do care about you. So just take a moment to talk to them. Or if you can't talk to them, use the spoon method. Tell them that you're all out of spoons. It may sound a little weird, but it's a really easy way for you to say, "Hey, I'm running low and I can't do this today." Sometimes all you need is somebody to tell you that it's going to be okay. So I just wanted to take a moment before or after finishing or starting this story to tell you guys that I'm here with you, and you're certainly not alone.